Bored.
All right.
I suppose I'll just hit this. Wait, is this the right button?
Play it.
It's your thing.
Yeah, you're the one with the
The power's been in the button.
Hello and welcome to Red Flags, the podcast where I did not think of an intro at all today. So we are your hosts, Donnie, Opie, and Al.
Dave will be here. I'm sure.
DOA.
Maybe.
But right now we're just Noah.
Ugh.
DOA.
And I know I said ugh because like the acronym, but I also say ugh because I fucking hate this movie.
Really?
I hate it. It took me 2 days to get through it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he was in here talking to us last night, and he's just like, "Did you get to start the movie yet?" We're like, "Oh, not yet." And he's just like, "Oh God, oh God."
I don't think it was that bad.
Actually, I think Donnie asked me about it, and I think I just went,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It was right after the bus when I was like,
Really?
pause.
Oh, yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
That specific scene felt like it was filmed for a trailer,
Yeah.
or like it was the shot they thought of, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's the one that I use as the explanation for what this movie is.
That's fair. And
Yeah.
we're talking about 2025's Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare.
Gross.
Yep, it was a nightmare. It was directed by Scott Chambers, who was Christopher Robin in the first Blood and Honey.
You know,
Really?
I seen that name when I was watching Blood and Honey, and I saw the name on the screen, and I Googled it, and it didn't say anything about him acting, but it said about him being a director or writer or something.
Yep. Yeah.
And then I just kind of was confused by that until this moment.
He also looks like he's 12 years old.
Yeah.
So looks like a little
Scott
boy.
Chambers.
And
Yep.
it is cool that he did this movie, although shame on you for making this fucking movie.
You hated it that much.
I think that it was well done for what it is. What bothers me the most is the content. I hate this fucking movie for its content. The acting, great. Cinematics, great. All of like it's a well put together movie. I just don't like the content. I don't like the idea of all he murders a bus driver, gets on the bus, and then just says, "Who wants to come to Neverland with me?"
Yep. And then they all scream and react.
Yep.
And run to the back of the bus with no door on it.
No, because it's England.
Yeah, all these movies have been British. How do you feel about
True.
that?
It makes sense for Peter Pan. It makes sense for Winnie the Pooh because both of those topics are English.
Yeah. Yeah.
The 100 Acre Wood took place in Essex or whatever. So, yeah.
And
Winnie the Pooh.
Neverland is actually
And Neverland, it's always been London,
it's
right?
in England.
Didn't even the movie Hook like they went to London to go visit Wendy and then
Probably. I don't know.
Flitter fluttered off to Neverland so he could save his kids from Captain Hook. Should have watched that movie instead of this.
I think didn't we all say like, yeah, let's watch Hook after Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare.
Yeah, I need it for a fucking palate cleanser.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. What do you rate it then?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm going 5 because I think it was a great movie in the sense of it was well shot and put together. I'm giving it a 5 because I hate the content that much and I never ever want to have to watch this again. That doesn't make it a bad movie. That just makes it a bad movie for me. So that's why my rating is a 5.
Okay.
Because I hate it on that level, but I think it was well done, if that makes any sense.
I gotta agree with you for the most part. I'm gonna give it. Fuck, I don't know. I'm gonna go 6.5 because yeah, it wasn't like horribly filmed. It wasn't all the aesthetics were good, I guess. But like I didn't look up anything going into this movie, just like very small bits and pieces where I was like, okay, this looks like it could be a good movie, but I was picturing like a fucked up Neverland kind of place. And yeah, then you go into it and it's pretty much like just a drug addicted pedo and you're like,
Yeah, I wish that it wasn't what it was. I wish that it could have been a cool fantasy world where there was actually a Neverland and not just some fucking methed out
tweaker.
It's exactly what I was picturing, and then we just got this, and I was like, oh, well, I mean, it is horror, so...
And it is a fucking terrifying topic that there's somebody who's that shit, batshit, cuckoo, banana pants that believes he's Peter Pan and is able to almost start his own cult by forcing children
and
to act it out.
And drug addicts.
Oh my God. It was clever that I don't know what drug it really was, but they were calling it pixie dust. I mean, I assume it was heroin, but
yeah, it was definitely heroin, but he was calling it pixie dust to try to trick Tinkerbell that she was Tinkerbell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
which was a cool aspect of the story too, that they threw that whole thing in there. It was super fucking creepy.
Tinkerbell had the most character arc and development and stuff.
Yeah.
True. Started out as formerly Timmy.
Yes, Timmy. That was the name. I was going to say Tommy, but
Timmy.
Close.
It was Timmy.
Timmy got kidnapped and then just turned into Tinkerbell.
I'm going to give it a 3 because I didn't like it either. I got some things I could say about
keep your
movie.
hand away from the front of that. It's a lighter.
It's a lighter?
Yeah.
Can I pull the trigger then?
Yeah, but not where flames will hit things.
Like this?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Point it straight up. There you
go. Yeah. I got some complaints about this movie because it was kind of a ripoff of Long Legs, Evil Dead, and Black Phone.
That's what you went with? That's what you went with?
Yeah.
I was going to say the character of Peter Pan to me seemed like a mixture of Pennywise and the Joker from The Dark Knight.
The Joker too, yeah. There's a bunch of,
I can see the Black Phone now that you bring that up.
Yeah. Because it's, like you said, this, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of those movies in like the 80s and 90s that would be like medieval movies and they'd have like dragons on the cover and shit. And then you'd watch the movie and it would be like in somebody's back fucking yard. It was like that. This is Peter Pan's Neverland nightmare, and there is no fucking Neverland.
That's the nightmare. Is that there really
the nightmare is finishing the movie.
There really is no Neverland, and it's just some fucking meth-addled brains delusions while he's out there fucking terrorizing kids. I didn't like the fact that he seemed invincible. Especially for a fucking meth head.
Yeah.
That nobody could just knock him over.
That's true. That is true. He and Tinkerbell were pretty...
Tinkerbell was pretty weak.
Pretty skinny.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know what I noticed? And Tinkerbell is kind of the guiltiest on this. When somebody is getting attacked, nobody fucking moves. They're just like, oh, you're chopping my arm off. I'm going to lay here and take it. I'm not going to like it, but I'm not going to get up and go anywhere.
Tinkerbell for that. I don't blame Tinkerbell.
But everybody did it. And there was another scene where somebody was getting murdered, and there was somebody, that was like 3 feet away, nothing in between them, and they didn't do anything. They just were like, no, don't do that. Stop.
Yeah. What do you think about the end when that kid started fucking going hamburger helper on his face?
That's pretty cool. I dug it.
And then his sister's like, stop.
You're going to traumatize yourself.
Stop it.
Knock it off.
Yeah.
No.
See what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. So, have you guys seen anything about this Pooniverse?
No, I don't give a shit.
I was going to mention that because I saw it come up in like a Reddit comment. I'm like, is that what this is called? The Pooniverse?
That's the most amazing name.
Oh, yeah.
I
I'd have to agree. 'Cause they got a ton of stuff they want to.
I don't want to know what you call your porn algorithm.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I call it the
Pooniverse?
That's what I'm going to call it now. No. But Peter Pan is supposed to be like the bad guy of this Pooniverse.
What is the Pooniverse?
It's,
the Twisted Childhood Universe, also referred to as the Pooniverse, is a British film series shared universe conceived and created by Rhys Frake Waterfield.
So are you saying that they're actually, besides the fact that that Scott whatever guy, are these movies actually connected in some way?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah, so there was actually one in this movie is, let me scroll my fucking notes here. The mother, Darling, whatever the fuck her name was. She's from Blood and Honey too.
Really? Okay. Yeah. So there might be some crossovers on the actors and actresses.
Did we know this going into this, or?
I don't think I did.
Definitely not.
This is
I was learning this shit, like looking up more info about it.
So we just kind of stumbled across this Pooniverse. Yep. I hate that name.
I do too.
It's so far it's just the Winnie the Pooh movies, Blood and Honey, Peter Pan, and Bambi and Pinocchio are planned. Bambi, I think, is the one Dave was talking about.
Yeah, but it hadn't come out yet.
Yeah. It comes out like next month.
Oh, that's what made us think. Well, actually, it's just a coincidence, but we're the always thumping.
Why do they call you Thumper? Because I'm always thumping.
Always thumping.
Oh man, they should make that movie.
Oh shit! So they got planned Bambi the Reckoning, Pinocchio Unstrung.
Wow.
And then Pooniverse Monsters Assemble.
What the fuck?
We need another Peter Pan movie to correct this lore, because this Peter Pan is not a fucking Peter Pan. He's just a crackhead.
Ton of movies planned.
I hope so.
I mean,
I'm gonna watch them all.
Kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm for it.
Yeah.
I hate this
Winnie
one.
the Pooh, Blood and Honey 3, Awakening Sleeping Beauty, Snow White Returns, Alice the Mad, Tigger's Return.
Nice.
Alice the Mad sounds like it's gonna be dope as fuck.
Yeah.
The one I want to watch.
The fuck up.
Alice the Mad.
You just said Tigger's Return?
Yeah.
No, you have to remember, I still haven't watched Blood and Honey 2.
Why not?
I just haven't had the fucking time. It took me
together.
2 days.
Stop
to
hanging
watch.
out with these girls at restaurants and.
It's literally the best one we've. No, Popeye was the best one we watched.
2 days to get through this fucking movie.
This one. I could sit through this one. I don't know why it was that bad. You know.
Dave asked me, so would you rather watch Saltburn? Yeah, I would.
Than this movie?
Yes.
What? Oh, you're being so harsh. What do we got that was good about it? You know, it looked real good. The story is spoiler alert, he's just a crackhead that thinks he's Peter Pan.
Abducts children.
Yeah, and he abducts children. It's kind of suspenseful. Tinkerbell's the most interesting part of the movie, probably for me.
It's got some gore.
Oh yeah,
You're a gore person. It's got gore.
I'm upset that Tinkerbell's dead. Well, or at least nothing but a torso at this point.
Yeah, it is sad because they were the best. Let's see. I actually got some notes on this. Let's see.
Good,
Yeah.
bust them out.
There's that one scene where who the fuck has a trap door in the middle of their living room?
I thought that for some reason I thought that was like a hotel.
No, I thought
I
it was
don't
their
know why I
house.
had that in my head, but I thought that they were like renting that place,
And then-
or
Who puts the two chains dangling from their fucking cellar door in their living room? Why do people who has an Evil Dead trap door?
So here's the thing: you can't judge it because you don't live in London. Okay,
You think they got them?
I don't know, but I can't say one way or another. Maybe it's a normal thing. Maybe it's like if this was 1920s America, I'd say maybe it was fucking prohibition cellar, you know?
Sure.
Or it's in England, so maybe they're hiding some people in there from some other people, so that those other people didn't kill those people. You know what I'm saying?
What about the other people?
You know, like maybe like Anne Frank was chilling somewhere in one of those.
Here's a question for you, Donnie. Have you ever been to a house with a weird trap door in the middle of the floor?
God, I really want to answer yes, but no.
I know, me too. I'd love
Here's
to
a
say
better
that.
question: wouldn't you like to have a trapdoor?
I mean, that would be cool, yeah.
Yeah.
But also very suspicious of me.
Why?
get that.
Maybe you
I think I
don't-
would always have something on top of it. So, like, if I had to access, I had to move something heavy.
Yeah, maybe
'Cause
it's
ain't
just-
nobody. I don't want fucking Peter Pan or no Evil Dead bullshit sneaking up on me.
Right? Or fucking, he was like Pennywise.
Yeah, that's when I first thought of it. Is because like literally it was like in the sewer and trying to lure him into a sewer. You
Right?
know,
Yeah. And
his
then
voice.
who the fuck talks to somebody who can't pop it out of a cellar in their floor or a sewer? Who
Yeah,
does that?
yeah,
By the
I'm
way,
certainly
teach
not
your
sticking
kids.
around for conversation on that one.
Teach your kids that even when people say no, don't tell your mommy. That's more reason to tell your fucking mommy.
You run away from that.
Yeah. It's if you're just chilling in your living room and someone pops through your trap door and just starts talking to you, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
I have my hand up for a question.
What is it?
Why couldn't they get out of their own fucking house? If you're saying that
Good
this is their house,
question.
right? She ran away and then like went to a door and it was closed and was like, "Oh no, here, take this knife. I'll be back."
Well,
and then
they-
she goes to fuck with him and then gets murdered because.
Well, they
No.
usually leave via trap door, but couldn't.
Yeah. Fools. It was violent. This movie was very violent. You're right. It was gory
Yeah.
and stabby.
We saw some fingers get bitten off and
Oh, yeah.
got an arm ripped
Yeah,
off.
maybe don't stick your fingers in somebody's mouth. That's a
Limbs.
lesson.
Well,
yeah.
you know. Let's see. Very violent. There was another scalping. This is
Oh yeah.
I think it was Blood and Honey 1. Was that the one where they ripped that girl's scalp off?
No, that was Popeye.
Oh, it was Popeye.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah. So I
Dude,
think
scalping
that's-
is so brutal in horror movies.
Yeah, they always make it real slow and yeah.
Yeah, just so
I mean-
if you, there's a scene in Bone Tomahawk that I always think of when I think of like scalping and shit.
That's when I have.
You ever see that movie?
Mm-mm.
No, I'm not. I thought Opie would have, but hey.
Bone Tomahawk. No.
We could save that for a movie watch, but yeah, it's something I didn't even know. Like it came out in 2014, and I had no idea it existed until like 3 years ago or some shit.
I never heard of that. Bone Tomahawk.
Yeah, it's got Kurt Russell in it.
You're gonna take it to the bone zone.
Oh my gosh. All right, yeah. So I also wrote down that these are all British movies, which is kind of weird. I don't know. British people are weird. You can always tell they're British. Like that kid, that moppy-haired kid. He's so British looking. That little boy, what's his name? Peter D'Souza Fagany? Either way, he's the most British Mick Jagger looking fucking kid I've ever seen. He looks like a member of the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, and I didn't like it because Peter Pan's kind of a typical, just a rapey kidnapper guy.
Yeah,
know?
I didn't like it. I hated every moment that he was luring a child somewhere.
Yeah, it's terrible. We've seen it before. Specifically
and I
in the Black
don't
Phone.
want to watch it. Although I loved Black Phone, and the second one's supposed to be coming out soon, actually.
I was gonna say Black Phone was a really good movie, but it was a kidnapper, but it was less molesty.
Yeah, and this is a fucking Peter Pan movie, so get to the Peter Pan. Where's the never?
That's the whole point. There really is no Neverland.
I know,
but if it's going to be in the Pooniverse, and there's really going to be 100 Acre Woods,
exactly. And if we're gonna match up these villains, this Peter Pan and Pooh,
we didn't get fully an answer on Neverland, I guess. So there still could be.
Maybe. I just thought it was going to be a completely different movie.
Like in the second one or whatever, maybe he's like, "Ha! I told you."
You'd have to do that because right now he's just a weirdo. It's just a weirdo movie.
Well, you guys hated Blood and Honey the first one, so maybe
that's true.
Maybe the second one will answer all the questions.
They do. There is a planned second one at some point.
God, I hate it. I won't watch it.
I'm down for the Pooniverse, man. Except for this one. I just want to see Alice the Mad. I want to see the Bambi one.
I guess too, because the Winnie the Pooh came out 2023. This one just came out this year. Oh, it had a budget of 300,000 euros.
Okay.
And gross, it looks like it made 1.1 mil.
That's not as good as the Pooh movie.
No, but still pretty good.
Nobody wants to watch the Diddlers.
Yeah. Fucking Diddlers. There's always a diddler. So I got Tinkerbell was the best part of the fucking movie. She had the most development and whatnot.
I didn't like the end of the movie. I thought that was stupid.
I didn't like that either. And there was a close up when they were like doing drugs or something, and they were so disgusting looking.
That's the point, I think.
Man, they were just gross looking.
And that's why I think that it was shot well, and it did succeed in giving you the ick.
Yeah. Yeah, they were just gross. Their teeth were nasty. It was so gross. Even though, Tinkerbell was probably a cool person.
What did you think about Peter?
I don't know if I saw it.
I don't think it exists.
You don't think so? Is he like a Buffalo Bill situation?
Yeah, I think it's gone. I think which made me feel better that he wasn't inserting things into children.
That's fair, but
yeah. Still gross though.
Oh, absolutely.
Ugh.
There was a kid with a Pooh Bear t-shirt on.
Really?
Yeah. You didn't see it?
Nah.
Oh, man,
I was trying to not pay attention as much as I could.
It wasn't that bad. I mean, it kept me interested the whole time. Because the whole time I was like, when are we going to get to the goddamn...
I really want to know Dave's thoughts on it, because he's going to be like, man, I fucking love this movie or something.
Maybe.
He's going to go be like, 10. It's a 10.
Gosh.
I think you would have the same thought, though. I mean, I think we all had the same kind of ick with I Spit on Your Grave.
Yeah. And, I don't know who else, but I had heard this was going to be the best one.
Who fucking told you that?
From watching reviews of the second one, the second Pooh movie, they talked about this and were like, this is better. And
yeah, I remember reading about this one supposing to be good.
And you guys feel like Blood and Honey 2 is so far the best out of all these ones that we've watched?
I'd say yeah. For me.
Yeah. If we're not counting Popeye, absolutely. If we're counting Popeye, then Popeye wins.
Yeah, correct.
Popeye was my favorite.
Yeah.
But I didn't see Blood and Honey 2 either, so.
I think Blood and Honey...
Yeah, I think you'll like it.
Yeah, I think Blood and Honey 2 leans a little bit into the goofy stuff, too. It doesn't take itself quite as serious.
Yeah.
And that helps it.
So do you think that this is way too serious and way too dark?
Yes. Where the fuck is Peter Pan? God damn
If you ask where Neverland is, you're going to have to talk to him and find out. But the problem is you're too old and girls can't go.
That's kind of shitty. What's up with that?
I don't know. He said that. When he was fighting Wendy,
Yeah.
he's like, girls can't go to Neverland.
Sounds kind of gay.
I guess, yeah.
Sounds a little misogynist. Sounds like a boys' club. How fun is that?
Ooh, what'd you guys think of Hook?
I thought Hook was cool.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
You don't see much of him. And you don't understand the motivation of why he wants to kill Peter Pan other than like...
Well, I think you can understand the motive of why he wants to kill Peter Pan, because Peter Pan took an innocent child, made him have a hook, and then kept him in a basement.
That's the boy from the beginning of the movie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. The boy in the beginning of the movie where his mother gets scalped.
Oh.
That's that boy.
Yeah, because they showed a picture.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know how I
So like it's like there's motivation. I was like, okay, I'm glad at least they have like there's a hook. It's hook related.
I do like that. I liked that they threw Hook in there.
So you don't like, I can understand the idea is interesting where it's just somebody who's so fucked up that he creates his own Peter Pan universe in his fucking, that house had to be expensive.
They should have done more with the shadow. Huge. They should have had the shadow kill somebody while he like stood there and watched.
Oh, the shadow was a part of his delusions.
I know, but
from his pixie dust.
This is stuff they missed out on. They should have done more with the shadow. They should have brought in Neverland and had it real, like whether he's giving kids drugs or something. Like,
dosing him with LSD and telling him it's Neverland.
And they're all having, a similar trip or something based on whatever's on the wall, maybe.
Yeah.
I just think they really could have gone more into the Peter Pan.
Well, there's going to be another one.
They better be. They're better, a lot of B.
What do you got else in there?
What else do I got? Kiddo P. How do these motherfuckers have money? How do they have money for food and drugs? They're weirdos, bro. How do these motherfuckers go out in society? Tinkerbell
doesn't leave.
I know, but does this motherfucker goes? How does he get his goddamn money? Where's he getting all this money for drugs and food?
Killing people.
He robs little kids for their lunch money or what?
No, he killed the bus driver. That guy's got a wallet full of cash. He's killing all their parents.
You got to kill a lot of
He's
people.
breaking into people's houses.
So he's a robber. The police need to get on this shit.
For all those left socks that are missing, that's Peter Pan creeping around your house.
Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, my feet, I have athlete's foot. He better not be doing anything with them socks.
What are you worried about? He's going to lick them?
Yeah, he's going to get athlete's foot tongue.
Yeah, I guess.
Joke's on him.
Well, if he licks him, he's getting athlete's tongue.
Yeah. And then the gross makeup, which was disgusting and gory. God, it was brutal.
What do you mean?
The stabbing and a lot of blood.
Before that, the makeup, you meant like the special effects makeup or like
their faces?
I thought maybe you just meant like Tinkerbell like staring in a mirror, shoving eyeshadow in her.
Yeah, that too. It was all disgusting.
All
gross. They looked so fucking good.
I wanted to know more of what the fuck actually happened to Peter.
What?
Because he has that Joker smile slashed into his face, half of it.
Yeah.
You know, one side was all fucked up. And then there was a point where, like, the lighting was really weird. And it was after he had, like, slaughtered all those kids on the bus, right? And I was like, the way the lighting was, I was like, oh, wait, is he actually getting healed from these little boys' souls or something?
Yeah. Nope. They're not going to do anything creative.
No.
They just.
Well, his face got fucked up in the beginning, though.
Have you ever watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Have you seen the musical they made?
Are you talking about
Day
the episode
boy.
with the musical? Yeah.
Well, it does.
Oh.
Yes, it is the Dayman one, but it's like
There's that other
you
one.
gotta pay the troll toll.
The troll toll to get into the boy's hole. Like, no, it's boy's soul, Frank. That's all I'm saying. The boy's hole.
So
No.
that's what I just thought of when I was like, when he was
man.
healed from the boy's soul, and it was why I enunciated it. So,
That's funny.
what do you got?
Yeah.
Opie gave me like the wait a minute finger while we were talking about that, and
That's because I was trying to come up with that boy's hole song.
Oh, okay. You gotta pay the troll toll.
I don't know why, but there have been contexts where I had to sing that to Matt.
Really? What context?
I don't know.
Were you trying to get her to pay the troll toll?
There was a toll involved. And,
Wait. You know what this sounds like, right? It's like she's trying to get into your little boy's hole, and you're like, you gotta pay the troll toll to get in.
That is not. No, but that's funny. All right. So, we talked about the director and the budget and the story and the release dates because this one was the last one. So let's see. Yeah, that's it. That's kind of all my notes. Hook was really cool. I liked Hook.
Yeah.
It was good shit.
I didn't really get a good look at like how he had a hook on him. Was it?
I don't know. It looked like
He had one. He had a hook.
it's one of those Evil Dead
And
Army of Darkness type things.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a good moment where, you know, she's like freaking out and he's just like, help me. And you're like, oh, I'm not going to fuck you up. I'm not here to hurt you. And then she clearly left the door open so that he could get out, which was cool and helpful. Very helpful. But then, you know, you assume that Hook fucked him up, but apparently not because Peter Pan somehow has PCP strength on meth.
Hey man, there's some people you watch some videos of people taking tasers and beating the shit out of 10 cops.
Yeah, that's PCP.
Well, maybe he was on PCP. Maybe that's what the fucking
Pixie dust?
Twinkle Dust was.
Twinkle dust?
Whatever the fuck it was.
Good old Twinkle Dust.
Yeah.
He's given.
The ballerina ballad.
You know about the ballerina?
Yeah.
It's a new John Wick thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
The ballerina, huh?
Yeah.
The ballerina, yeah.
Is that true?
Yes.
Is that like a new movie, The Ballerina?
Or TV series, maybe.
Really?
It's part of the John Wick universe,
Huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did notice they have a lot of movies. Like, you ever see that? There's The Cleaning Lady and The Accountant. I'm always like, man, they just try to find the lamest job.
Oh, yeah. Fucking Crime's been shoving The Accountant 2 down my throat every time I open it up. It's like, did you watch Accountant 2? Do you want to? I'm like, no.
I just had that happen to me, too, because I started watching season 4 of Clarkson's Farm.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you guys have watched that show, but it is good.
I haven't watched that.
I thought about you, Opie, because the first 3 seasons, every time I watched them was when I was house sitting for you.
Oh, really?
And now season 4 is out, and I was like, huh, I'm supposed to be house sitting. It feels weird to be watching that in my own room.
Oh, man. Yeah. All right. I guess I don't know. I don't have anything else to say. I'm not going to change my score. I think they just missed it I just think they didn't do any. This could almost be a different movie. that they slapped some Peter Pan shit in.
The whole thing is Peter Pan. It's just not the Peter Pan that you were expecting.
But how much of it is Peter Pan?
Here's the thing that I was actually just enlightened to, is that the original story is actually pretty fucking similar.
Is it?
What the fuck do you think Peter Pan was doing with all these goddamn Lost Boys?
Well, I imagine that they're doing exactly what they do in this movie if it was based in reality. But I want a movie, man. I want Fantasyland.
I think
the
this
real
is like
Peter Pan. I
a
don't
Brothers
want,
Grimm.
the guy down the street here in Wisconsin.
I think this is like a Brothers Grimm version of Peter Pan. I think the original Peter Pan story is that Peter Pan was taking kids to a real Neverland, like a Neverland, not Michael Jackson's Neverland, but taking them to Neverland and then killing boys when they got too old.
I was thinking it was going to be like they take you to Neverland and Neverland is terrible. And so it's about the journey of one of these kids trying to get out of Neverland.
That should just be called Neverland.
That could be Neverland's nightmare because it's a fucking nightmare.
The nightmare is that there is no
Right,
Neverland.
that's what it is now. But if they were my idea, which is better.
Why don't you make a movie where you abduct little boys and you shove things inside of them?
Watching shit about this today made me want to write a fucking movie because I want to write.
Did you watch this today?
No.
Oh.
Actually, yeah. I did this morning. I was a little pissed because it was only on Amazon. I rented it once, didn't watch it, so I had to rent it again.
Oh.
And I had to do it on my TV, and it was kind of a pain in the ass.
I bought it.
Did you?
On Amazon.
Oh, you bought it? Shit.
Yeah.
We gave these people too much fucking money is what
You
we
paid
did.
them twice.
Yeah. It was dumb. And I gave
So you're
him
sticking at a
I'm pretty sure Dave bought it too because I don't think he used my account.
Really? We gave him too much. Fuck.
What about you, Donnie? Did you buy it?
No. I streamed it somewhere shady
Nice.
because I almost bought it, but I'm like, maybe next time.
No.
There won't be a next time.
You made the right call. And I appreciate that. Did I tell you that's how I watch football?
Yeah. I think most of us do that.
Okay. I think it's a good thing to do, you know?
Every year I get a new updated site to watch it on because it always gets shut down.
Oh yeah, it always switches. But I recently watched the newest Final Destination that way.
I'm so far behind on the Final Destination movies.
Ooh, that's a thing we could almost start too. I'm going to put that in
True.
movie suggestion.
What was our plan? You had it written down, right? We have a plan already for the next few, right? What are you doing? I've never seen You are not that old to have your face that close to the keyboard.
The keyboard's lit up, and I can even have this light, but it's still. I might be that old. I
don't think
I told
so.
Maddie, she was like giving me a hard time. I was like, fuck off. I move slow. I'm old. I move slow.
I use one hand to text, right? And apparently that's an old person thing.
Yeah.
But I can type on a keyboard.
It's about being fast. You gotta be fast.
Why?
These kids today, they're all fast.
It's because they don't use real whole ass words.
True.
LOL, BRB, JK.
Ralph Lamel.
Yeah, whatever this fucking millennial said.
TTYL.
I'm a millennial too.
LOL.
I don't know. Is Donnie a millennial? I don't think so. He might be a Z boy.
I'm like I'm like in between two.
What's right above us?
Gen X, I think.
And then it's boomers? Or is
I don't
there
remember.
more?
Yeah, boomers. Dad is a boomer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like a tail end of millennial, beginning of Gen Z somewhere.
You know why they're called
Depending on what
boomers?
years you go by. Huh?
You know why they're called boomers?
Because there was a baby boom because of the war?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Just making sure you know your shit. It got real weird because for a while all the kids were calling everybody that was older than them a boomer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't even know what it means. And they're like,
you were a boomer.
They're like, yeah, you're proving my point. And I was like, fuck. I never actually.
I always think of boomer as like it's a personality.
Yeah, I think that's what it's evolved into.
Like a Karen kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in my day.
You don't even know what it means.
Anybody else want to change their score?
Definitely.
I kind of want to go down.
6.5 I was definitely too high because I was just like, well, it wasn't like also like the content sucked, but the movie itself wasn't like awful.
Yeah.
I'll go down to a 5 because like I it's right there with Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 1, but only that it's just worse.
Yeah,
it's worse, but like it wasn't fucking awful. I can see myself watching it again someday, not anytime soon. Fuck else was I gonna say? Yeah, and it would be a little higher, but I am so disappointed they didn't like go that different direction. I was getting really jazzed for like a Neverland.
Yeah, it's just talking about it makes me curious about what would you do,
Yeah.
You could go so many directions. You can make it weird or whatever you want, and they just don't deliver anything really. And that's why I have it so low, is because I feel like they just made a kind of a standard slasher movie, but based on Peter Pan. And that was kind of lame. It's disappointing. So Al ran away.
Al,
he did.
I was going to ask if he was changing his score.
Something is going on outside that he bailed, and now it's just me and you. So here we are.
Here we are talking about Peter Pan.
And what a disappointment.
Oh man, it would be like looking at the cover art too. Just screams like this is gonna be some like dark fantasy kind of shit.
Yeah. What the hell's up with this little circus tent on the cover?
It's a fucking Neverland. I don't know. Dave's just outside, just avoiding his podcast responsibilities.
Oh.
What?
Him and Hova are out there.
Well, he probably thought this movie sucked.
Maybe he didn't watch it.
Maybe.
But yeah, before we started recording, he said, "So start without me. I'm talking to my parents." And I go out there, and Hova's like, "We were hooking up. Dave bought a new smoker."
What?
Like what? When? He's like, "I don't know. I delivered it to him, and then we've been in Rice Lake all day." And now he's just playing with his truck.
Okay. All right.
I'm like, "What the fuck did you think of the movie?" It's like, I couldn't hear him because the stupid diesel's too loud.
Yeah, stupid diesels.
Oh,
you idiots!
Are you idiot?
Do you know what I'm quoting when I say that?
Is that Men in Black?
Yeah. Well, the first one.
Oh, Men in
Black.
You
idiots!
That weird guy walking down the street.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Is that who it is?
Yeah.
Nice.
When he's like dumping sugar in the lemonade.
Yeah.
Water.
God, you know what? That's a good one. That's a good classic fucking.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Anyway.
All right. So should we call it till next week? I don't know what we want to do next week. If we want to try and do
we have to pick something because, should we just do The Conjuring?
You are so excited.
It is on the list to do an Ed and Lorraine Warren track, but it's so funny that like every week for the past month and a half it's just kept going back to like, guys, I really want to watch The Conjuring.
Okay, so here's another random one. I just got told about this movie and it kind of ties in with this one, so maybe, okay?
All right.
It's called From Black.
From Black.
I was told about this literally yesterday. Shit, it might have been today. Somebody like messaged me and was like, "Have you seen the movie From Black?" And I was like, "What? No."
2023.
Wow.
I'd do it. Hold on, let me find a little description. A recovering addict is presented with the chance to learn what happened to her missing son.
See how it ties in there?
Yikes.
Because the drugs.
And the missing children.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. I'd be down.
When the person told me about it, I was like, I kind of had my fill of of missing children stuff, but
Well,
Yeah.
I don't miss any kids.
why'd you make that seem so awkward?
I don't know. From Black. Should we watch that next?
Just dead silent after.
I know.
I don't miss any kids.
I don't miss any kids. Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids.
A guilt-ridden mother gets offered to uncover. Okay, should we watch that one?
Yeah,
that the
I
choice?
say let's do it.
All right, that's the choice.
Should we
From
do
Black.
that and then do our Ed and Lorraine Warren track?
I think so. Al's so excited. I think, just to satisfy Al would be. Hey, it's on Shudder.
What, from Black?
From Black.
Nice.
Oh, that is very convenient.
Amazon and AMC.
Nice. All right. From Black. Starring some guy doing some stuff.
It's probably gonna be a little on the rapey side.
Looks to have a woman, so
Hey, I was told that this movie is legitimately terrifying.
Okay.
good.
I know that is hard to judge we are jaded as fuck.
It starts
You know how many movies we've this looks like it's gonna be scary, then we review it, we're like, yeah, it was alright.
pretty tame. All right. Until next week.
Until next week, let's never have to watch Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare ever again.
Yeah, go home and watch Hook to make you feel better.
Yes, go watch Hook.
Yeah, much better movie.
Rufio.
Yeah.
Rufio. Oh.
Here.
Did you just chirp? What the fuck is happening?